with more of Today on this Tuesday morning. It is the 29th day of April, 2008. Beautiful day here in the city of Amsterdam. It's our stop for day 2 of Where in the World is Matt Lauer? And I've been here a lot. I haven't had a day as pretty as this in an awfully long time. Meanwhile, back in New York City, we've got Al, Ann, and Natalie holding down the fort in Studio 1A. Hey, guys, good morning.
Good morning. Matt. Sounds like you got a little fun going on over there.
We've got fun, we've got music, and we've got some friends here. I'm sitting here with Savannah Guthrie of NBC. And what about this man right here, Seth Meyers of Saturday Night Live,
wow,
joining us here in Amsterdam. Hey, Seth, how are you?
It's good. You know, we work right next door in New York, but in order to be on the Today Show, I had to meet you in Amsterdam.
Come halfway around the world. We should mention that Seth is here because he is a huge Queen's Day fan. Huge,
that's true.
Right?
Yes, but based on the last segment with Andrew Moskos, I'll tell you the rule is anything you buy on Queen's Day, you regret the next day.
But no, explain why you are here.
I worked for Andrew Moskos' theater, Boom Chicago, back in 1998 and 1999, and I came back for the 15th year anniversary show last Thursday.
Aren't you a good friend?
I am a good friend. I came back with my brother, also worked here. We had a great time.
We were talking to Savannah a second ago. She got to tour the countryside a little bit and take in the cheeses and the herring.
And the neighbor.
What do you think of this place?
Oh, this is great. This is like a second home for me. I come back once a year at least, and yeah, it's just a great city.
As a matter of fact, Seth was telling me something in the commercial break that I did not know. You were born and raised in New Hampshire.
Yes.
And you actually went to college to study windmills.
I did. I was a huge windmill fan. I wanted to build them. I still believe they're the future of energy.
Yeah, right. And so you know the history then. Would you like to share a little of the history of the Dutch windmill with us?
Sure. Very early on, the Dutch thought it's really windy here.
Yeah.
And if we had some sort of mill to turn this wind into energy, we'd be ahead of the game.
That would be a good combination.
Yeah.
Well, as Seth was telling me that actually a large portion of this country is below sea level.
Yes.
And so the windmill, he's being bashful now, he was saying that the windmill served a great purpose of actually moving some of that water away so they wouldn't flood here.
Exactly.
And we have a piece about just that right now. Agriculture is among the top industries in the Netherlands, but it wouldn't be without dikes, polders, and windmills. This is how much of Holland has been reclaimed from the sea, with the largest tract of land created in 1968, making this country a marvel in civil engineering and ingenuity.
About 50% of the country can be flooded with water.
But how does this critically important system work and keep this country afloat? It all started with the polder. Early construction featured a high earthen ring made in an area of shallow water, reinforced by sand, clay, and finally wood pilings. That's called the dike, and it creates a canal around it. The sand, unearthed in making the canal, was then brought to the center of the ring, creating a patch of new fertile delta farmland called a polder.
When you have the wind, you have the power.
This is where Holland's windmills, or molens, came in.
We have to fight between the sea, and when we build the windmills, we create also the land.
They were frequently built all in a row, and there's a reason for that. They were the first pumps, handling the difficult work of moving water uphill using a scoop wheel. The water then goes out of the polder using more canals, until the water gets pushed out into the surrounding water. Today, the system uses massive pumps instead of windmills, which now generate millions of kilowatt hours for the Dutch. The people here know that the fight to keep Holland dry will never end. The most recent reminder was the North Sea flood of 1953, when a high spring tide and a tremendous windstorm flooded nearly an entire province and killed more than 1,800 people. Within 2 years, the Dutch began the Delta Works, a massive project to protect this low-lying country using a network of huge storm barriers. The Maesland-Kering storm gate sits at the mouth of Rotterdam Harbor. It's the world's busiest port, and the gate is the largest moving structure on Earth and a symbol of national pride. So, you've seen about the windmills, you've talked about the canals, we've shown you the coffee houses and all the great sights around Amsterdam and beyond. And now, Natalie, Al, and Ann, it is time for me to take off and head to my next destination. And there was some great celebration. I'm going to ram the camera boat by accident here. There was some great celebration earlier. Apparently, you guys think you have figured out the clue?
Well, I think we're pretty close to it. I believe so.
Or we could be very, very, very
let
wrong.
me give it.
Let's hear it again.
All right. Well, for the
For the non-cheaters, let me give the clue one more time.
Oh, this was an
Our
honest
next
effort. No
We just
cheating
figured it
involved. But go ahead, give us a clue
All right,
again.
I have to read it because it's so complicated. This country is an anagram of a synonym of a homophone of an even prime number. So, you figure that out. I'm heading in this direction.
Watch out for that dog.
No dog. We took care of him in Buenos Aires.
Get some sleep this time, Maddie, okay? Make sure you get some sleep.
I will.
Okay.
Thanks. You guys take care.
Bye-bye.
Pedals to the metal.
From wherever you are.